Congratulations! You're in phase 2 of the water campaign. I'm Jordan, an advisor here at Grades of Green, and I'm excited to walk you through phase 2 and introduce you to this phase's environmental expert, DIGDEEP. Now that you've researched your local water issues and connected with your partner team, it's now time to launch phase 2 of the water campaign, Water Action. Now that you've discovered the water issues that are important in your area, it's time to take action to protect your water resources. During this phase, you will take action individually at home and at school to either conserve water or protect water quality. Then, you will calculate the total gallons of water your campaign team collectively saved over the course of a week by implementing water-saving actions. Here is a quick overview of the resources that you will use in the water action phase, and the important dates to make sure you are on track for success. Watch the rest of this webinar and email any questions that your team has for our featured expert, DIGDEEP, to your mentor. And schedule a virtual meeting with your mentor by October 24th to talk about your water issue, your solution, and next steps. Have each team member complete the Water Quality Action Tracker or Water Conservation Action Tracker for 1 week by October 24th. Not sure which action tracker to complete? Contact your mentor if you're not sure whether to focus on water conservation or water quality for your water issue. Calculate and fill in the total gallons or liters saved from all of your team members from completing the water action trackers in your team's campaign timeline worksheet. Narrow down your team's ideas to one water solution and complete the Create Your Video Script worksheet to begin planning your video, which you will film during phase 3. Start planning for your civic engagement event when you will share your solution with your community by completing your selected Plan Your Civic Engagement worksheet. You will present your solution to your community or local leaders during phase 4, but it's important to plan ahead of time. Send a photo or video of your campaign team in action to info@gradesofgreen.org to enter a raffle for a special eco prize. This can be a photo of your team during team meetings or participating in a water-saving action such as eating a meatless meal, planting a native garden, or turning off the tap. Now, we're excited to introduce DIGDEEP, our featured water action expert.
Hi, my name is Emma, and I am the American Projects Director of DIGDEEP Water. DIGDEEP Water is working on water access projects in the United States to help the 2 million Americans that don't have access to running water in their homes. We have been working in the US, previously working overseas because we realized that the need is so great here in our own country. I first came to DIGDEEP about 2.5 years ago. I have been working primarily on the Navajo Nation where I myself am from. I got involved with the work that DIGDEEP is doing because most of my family still does not have running water. I luckily grew up with it, but saw the struggle that many went through, and I wanted to do something to help people not only back home, but Americans throughout the country. The Navajo Nation is huge. If it were a state, it would be the 10th largest. There are a little less than 200,000 people that live there, and almost half of those people don't have running water in their homes. It's important to get everyone water, but not only because of drinking needs, also because of bathing, cooking. If you don't have access to running water, it affects your daily life, and it makes things a lot harder.
My name is George McGraw. I'm the founder and executive director of DIGDEEP. At DIGDEEP, we bring clean running water to the almost 2 million Americans who still don't have it. But I think the craziest thing about that number, 2 million, is that most people you ask don't know they even exist. They didn't know that 2 million people in their own country don't have a tap or a toilet at home. And I think that's the part of conservation that people don't pay much attention to, but that's so important. Conservation can help us reconnect to a resource, protect it, live longer, healthier, happier lives. But by connecting with something like water, we also connect to the people that don't have it. And we can empathize with them in a way that wasn't possible before. And so I think that's what's really exciting about projects like this one with Grades of Green. A few years ago, we launched what we love to call the 4 Leaders Challenge. 4 liters is the basic amount of water every human being needs to survive every day, according to the World Health Organization. That's 2 to 3 liters to drink, replacing the water that you sweat out when you exercise. And it's another 1 to 2 liters to wash your hands, prepare some food, keep a clean, healthy environment around you. A lot of our clients at DIGDEEP live on just that, like a gallon or less of water a day. And they often have to collect it from a source that's far away and often unsafe. So while that's all happening, of course, most of the other people we come in contact with every day in the US use more than 100 gallons of water to do the same things, to bathe, drink, cook, clean, wash. So we challenge young people in the United States, like take one day, 24 hours, and cut your water use down from 100 gallons to less than 1, just 4 liters. And see what that experience is really like. Use it to connect to water for the first time.
My name is Cindy Howe. I'm the DIGDEEP Navajo Water Project Manager on the New Mexico side. And we have installed over 135 tanks and pumps so that we can bring water into Navajo family homes. One of the biggest things that that I would like to stress, is to kind of take a look at what you're doing as far as preserving water. Maybe track during the daytime, what do you do with your water? How much water do you drink? How much water do you use to wash your hands? Maybe take a shower, and kind of just use that as a calculation, how much water that you use on a personal level.
Like many things in life, I think one of the most important things that you can do to help water conservation and learn more about it is to educate yourself. There are a lot of really great resources on our website and out there in general. It's important to learn about water conservation and issues in our own country, not only to help ourselves put these practices in order, but also to help others do the same.
Share facts and figures about what water quality and water consumption looks like in your community. You can get that data from your local water utility in many cases. You can look at local water quality reports. You can also search for communities nearby, sometimes even in your own city, town, county, that are struggling with access to clean running water. By sharing those stories and making this work really personal and local, you can get more people to sit up and pay attention.